I took one goddamn day off work. One. And by sundown, I had a dog on my roof. $40 I'm never seeing again in this life. And a man named Pooky threatening to fight my refrigerator. Let me tell y'all how a Tuesday tried to end me. So I work at the parts warehouse across town, and I don't never take days off. 'Cause if I take a day off, some bullshit happens. That's just fact at this point. My coworkers know it. My mama know it. Everybody in my life know the rule. Don't let this man take a day off. Chaos follow him like a shadow. But my back was hurting like hell, and I figured, you know what? I'm grown. I'm allowed to sit my ass on my own porch for one Tuesday and drink some sweet tea and not think about a damn thing. Simple plan, beautiful plan, lasted about 45 minutes. First thing that happened, my neighbor Ms. Yvonne came over. Now Ms. Yvonne is a sweet woman, 71 years old, but Ms. Yvonne also believed with her whole chest that I'm still 16 and available for chores. She comes over, don't even say good morning, just goes, "Baby, I need you to move my church van. It's blocking my driveway and Reverend Booker need it by noon." I said, "Ms. Yvonne, I don't even know how to drive no 15-passenger van." She said, "It drives just like a car, baby, just bigger," which respectfully is a damn lie. That is not how vans work, ma'am. 20 minutes later, I have successfully moved a church van about 11 feet, clipped a mailbox. I'm going to be dealing with the rest of this story. And Ms. Yvonne standing there like, "See, that wasn't so bad," while I'm sweating through a shirt I put on 12 minutes ago. I finally sit back down. Tea's warm now, but I don't even care. I just need some stillness. That's when my boy Pooky come walking up the street looking like a man being chased by something invisible. Now, Pooky owe half the neighborhood money at any given time. This just a known fact about Pooky, like weather. Pooky sit down on my porch steps without being invited. Also a known fact about Pooky, and say, "Bruh, you seen Tommy today?" I said, "Nah, why? What you do?" He said, "I ain't do shit. I just..." Okay, I might have told Tommy I'd pay him back his $40 today, and I might not currently have $40, or any dollars really, if we being fully honest with each other right now. If you're new here, we tell one funny story a week. Subscribe now, 'cause trust me, this day just getting started. So now Pooky hiding on my porch behind my plant, which don't hide a whole grown-ass man. I want to be clear, that plant is maybe 2 feet tall. Pooky ain't 2 feet tall. And here come Tommy, walking up the street with the specific energy of a man who owed $40. Tommy see Pooky's shoes sticking out from behind my plant. 'Cause again, the plant hiding nothing. And Tommy just stop in my yard and go, "Pooky, I can see your whole ass." Pooky stand up, brush himself off like he wasn't just crouched behind a houseplant and say, real smooth, "Tommy, my brother, I was just telling my man here how I got y'all $40 right here." And pat his pockets, empty-ass pockets, patting them like money about to materialize. I ended up giving Pooky $20 just to get this man off my porch, which I want y'all to sit with that. I took a day off to relax, and by 11 a.m., I had already lost $20 I'm never seeing again in this lifetime. Things calmed down for a little bit. Maybe 45 minutes of actual peace, which at this point felt like a whole vacation to the Bahamas. Then I hear this sound, this god-awful sound, and I look up, and my other neighbor dog, a beagle named Biscuit, sweet dog, terrible decision-making, is somehow standing on top of my house, on the roof, barking at absolutely nothing, just barking at the sky like it owed him money too. I don't know how Biscuit got up there. Nobody know how Biscuit got up there. Biscuit owner, man named Reggie, who worked nights and clearly had not been sleep peacefully, come stumbling out in a bathrobe going, "How he get up there? This dog can't even get on the couch." We spent the next hour and a half, I am not exaggerating, hour and a half, trying to get this dog off my roof. Tried treats, tried a ladder. Reggie tried climbing onto the roof his damn self in a bathrobe. At this point, half the block outside watching, somebody brought a lawn chair. Somebody else brought a whole plate of food like this, a scheduled event. Meanwhile, and I need y'all to understand shit was already chaotic at this point, the family next door decided this the day to start setting up for they family reunion. Tents, a whole moon bounce, man wheeling in a smoker the size of a car, cars parking up and down both sides the street, blocking in about 6 other cars, including, unfortunately, Reggie's car, which he needed to go buy more dog treats for the roof situation. The reunion family patriarch, big man, booming voice, everybody just call him Uncle Face for reasons nobody ever fully explained to me, come over while we all still staring up at this dog and go, "Y'all got a dog on the roof?" I said, "Yes, sir, we aware." He said, "Y'all want some ribs while we figure it out?" And honestly, at this point, hell yeah. This day had beat my ass into submission, and I accepted them ribs as a peace offering from the universe. So now we got a dog on a roof, a whole family reunion happening in real time, and I'm eating ribs off a paper plate on my own front lawn like a spectator in my own damn life when Pooky come back. And I already know in my soul this ain't about to be good news. Pooky say, so funny story? I said, "Pooky, I do not have $20 more." He said, Nah, it ain't about the money. Well, it's a little about the money. But mainly Tommy looking for me again, and I told him I was at your house, so he coming back over here. And also I might have told him you the one who actually owe him the $40, not me, so I stood straight up, put my paper plate down, looked this man dead in his eyes and said, "Pooky, why?" He said, "Self-preservation, my brother. Every man for they self out here." Tommy come back up the street again. And this time he ain't even looking at Pooky. He looking dead at me. And he say, "So you the one had my $40 this whole time?" Now I gotta explain this whole situation in real time, in front of Uncle Face, in front of half a family reunion, in front of Reggie who's still on my roof in a bathrobe trying to coax a beagle down with a piece of lunch meat. I said, "Tommy, I promise you, on everything, I do not have your $40. Pooky just said that to save his own ass." Pooky, from behind me, unhelpfully add, "It's true?" I panicked. Tommy looked at both of us for a long-ass time. Then he looked up, seen a grown man in a bathrobe on my roof, looked at a dog barking at the sky, looked at a smoker the size of a Buick being wheeled past my house, and just said, "You know what? I don't even want to know. Pooky, just Cash App me." Pooky said, "I don't got Cash App." Tommy said, "Then get Cash App. Pooky, it is 2026. Somehow, and I truly could not tell you the mechanics of how Biscuit came down off that roof on his own, walked down like he owned the whole block, trotted on home like none of this was a big deal at all, like he ain't just cost a grown man his entire Tuesday and his dignity. Reggie came down 5 minutes later, considerably less graceful, still in the bathrobe, holding a piece of lunch meat he ain't never even got to use. Uncle Face gave me a to-go plate for my trouble. Reunion family played music till about 9 p.m., which honestly was a nice way to end an otherwise unhinged-ass day. Pooky did eventually download Cash App, sent Tommy his $40 round midnight, then immediately texted ME asking to borrow 20 of it back. I went back to work the next day, voluntarily, early even. My supervisor asked why I looked so relieved to be at the warehouse, and I told him the truth. Some men find peace in the mountains, some men find peace meditating. I find peace at a job where can't no dog get on the roof and can't no friend blame me for they debts. I ain't took another day off since. Don't plan to. Some men just ain't built for freedom. Comment below. What's the most chaotic thing that's happened on your day off? And subscribe. 'Cause next week I'm telling y'all about the time Pooky tried to sell a car that wasn't even his.